this video is how to get information from a form that's on your website where you can get information from the user and display it back when they come back to that form the second time. So how I have this set up is I have a question and asking if they have taken the form before, and then I have in the second block where I'm asking for their information for the first time. I'm using like where that user's living as a second block. Then I'm breaking down the choices and the questions we need to have them fill out for each choice. And I have codes in front, like for the city and state. I got CA standing for campus apartment, and I have RH for resident hall. When I'm trying to write all the codes, I want to make sure that I have everything I need, and this way I can make sure that I got the questions, which questions I are responding to. And I will take that code away before I will publish the survey. And here's the form. I started to set up the second, the block that they will be seeing the information that they gave me before, but we will come back to this and fix this question after we do some steps here. Let's go to survey flow to set up the embedded data that we will need. So I'm going to add the embedded data. So we're going to start with the first name. You cannot have spaces in the embedded data either, so that's why you're seeing me use capitalizations on the second word. Here you will see that I'm using the code to make sure that I've got each room number in the street address for each section that I want. They don't have to be in order, but I'm trying to make them in order so I can follow along. I don't need this one here, so I'm going to highlight it and hit delete. Okay, now that I have all the embedded data that I need, I'm going to click on it so that you see the square, blue square around it. I'm going to use the keyboard arrow up to move that section to the top of everything. Here you see that I have a branch for the no. They have not seen the survey before, and we will work on the yes later. We're going to hit save flow and come back. We're going to set up an action. Add action. We'll do an event base. We're going to choose the event, and that will be a survey response. We'll the response created and finish. Add condition. Add condition. It will be a question. Have you taken this form before? Hit no. And it's selected, and we're done editing, so click on that. Add task. We're going to do the XM directory. We're going to add to the XM directory. We're going to I just set up a contact list. If you didn't create one, you can click right here, but I created one. So I'm searching for it. And I normally name it as what I'm naming the survey so I can easily find the panel to the survey. And for the first name, we're going to pipe the information from the survey question. So I clicked the survey question and I went to the question that says user information. I found the first name, so I'm clicking first name. Last name, we'll do the same thing. Email, we will be doing the same thing. We go to the survey question, user information, and email. Then we're going to do add and remove embedded data fields, and then click on the contact embedded data field and click on there. Here's where we're going to have to make sure that we have exactly the same as what we put in the survey flow, and that was first name, and we're going to go back and we're going to pipe that information in from the user information, and we're picking the first name. We're going to do the last name. We're going to pipe that information in again. And then you keep on doing this until you have it all. Here's another one, a registered hall, and we're going to pipe it. We're going to go to the survey question, and we went to where do you live, and we're going to pick, we're going to go to the registered hall, and we're going to click selected choices. So it's where so that you can see that you can do it from the choices and text choice. We use both versions here now. Okay, I've finished all the embedded data that we used, and you can see that they all have all piping in them. And when you're done, you hit close, and you will save. That's one action. I'm going to name this one. So this one, it will be enter into the panel. We're going to add another action. It will be event based again. Choose event, and that will be survey response. And there will be response created. Hit finish. This time the condition would be is this information correct? And they will be say no. Is selected. Hit done. Add the task, and it would be the XM directory. You will add to the XM directory. This time you will search for the panel again. You do the same, and you keep on doing that. So there's a correction here. We're going to change the first name. You have to make sure that everything is deleted out of there, and pipe it from the panel. It's the first name. It's coming from the panel. The last name is coming from the panel. The email is coming from the panel. But here, where we are going to add the embedded data, is still coming from the same question. So you go, where do you live? You pick your selected choices, and you would do all the other embedded data the same way as you did it before. And make sure that you spelled it the same way as you did before. When you get done, you hit close and hit save. We will come back to the fix the if the following are true, because we'll have more statements right here. For the time being, we're going to go back to the survey. We're going to come here and we're working off the information for off campus. Is this correct? We would like to we're gonna type the information. Once again, we would want to type the embedded data where we want. So we want so we're working off of the off campus, so we would want to make sure we display the city off campus street address and hit insert. Let's make sure that we even add the names to make sure the name is even correct. So we're going to take that from the panel and we're going to do the first name. Oops, it's not where we want it, so I'm going to cut it and hit paste. And we're going to space. Space. I'm going to pipe the last name in. I'm going to delete the extra line here. So we got the street address. Now we're going to pipe embedded data, and we want the off-campus city and hit insert. So you have to make sure all the embedded data is spelled the same way as you did it for the last times you used all the embedded data. So this will display if they said that they have taken the survey once. Now, if they want to say that the information is not correct, we will be working on that on the survey flow. So you will copy this information in a different block for like campus or apartment. So I'm going to copy, let's copy the question and down arrow it into the new block. And this time we're going to do the campus apartment. Insert embedded data. We want the name of the campus apartment. Oh no, it was not name. It was campus apartment. Campus apartment street. paste, and we're going to make this one city. So I would do the same thing for your register hall, all the information we want for that to display. Now let's go embedded data to make sure that you have it the same. I was filling right here. You can do a down arrow and you can pick your listing from here. That way you make sure that you have it exactly the same, and hit insert. So we'll fix this. Let's just take this whole thing off. Insert another embedded data. If you have any errors in the code, it's not going to show up and you will get weird information. Okay. Shoot. Bring that one down. There you go. Now let's work on your branch here. So the second time they are going through the survey, you want that information just show up for them. So what we're going to need to do to add your branch to say yes, you need to do new embedded data, and we want to add a authenticator. We're going to do a contact. We're going to find the contact. Oh, that's right. You can't authenticate it until someone already took the survey. So we're going to have to hit the do the survey once, and then we can authenticate it. But let's keep working on the setup. And we want the branch. We want to add a condition based on embedded data. Where do you live? We want it based on, hit OK. We want it to display this block. And do embedded data where equals to apartment. Okay. We want it to display this block. Live equals to off campus equals to paste. You want it to display off campus. Okay, for the create another branch, and we're going to say if question 20, it's a no, it's a selected. We're going to do plus and say or. If 19 says no, plus, and question 19 is no. We have two 19s, but they're different, and we will fix that later. Add a new element. We're going to add we were going to show block, where do you live? And we're showing the same blocks as before. Branch. If 7 is the campus halls, you want to show block campus hall, and you do the branch. Question, where do you live? An apartment is selected and you do OK. Then you do add element, add the apartment. Block again. Off campus is selected and do OK. And show the block for off campus again. This way they can update their information each time they go in if the information is not right or they have moved. And hit survey flow. And you want them to be able to see the rest of the survey. So you're going to have to add the rest of the survey too. So that would be the form. And hit survey flow. Okay, let's try this. And so we can attach the panel to the authentication too. So I have not taken it before, so I will hit no. I will fill out my name. My branching isn't working because I picked off campus, and you see my error right here. So we're going to have to fix that. Our whole branching is off, so I'm going to have to fix it. The problem is we didn't set up the branching for the first time we go through it, so we need to branch this off. So based on where you live, choice, and you move that down. Based on where you live, apartment is selected. Based on where you live, off campus is selected and hit OK. Okay, let's hit survey flow. Let's go to panels. I want to clear it out so everything is fresh. Okay, it says that there has been none added. Okay, let's try taking that survey again. We have not taken the survey before. I'm going to put my name. My email address. I'm off campus. It's not showing that I made the corrections, so let's look at the survey. Okay, that's correct. Let's look at the data analysis. Let's delete the start. Trying to get it so it doesn't see any information. I have not taken it. Name. My email address. Off campus. Okay, the problem that I was having, that it was showing it wrong. I was expecting something different. The problem is my order of branching for the no. So you need to make sure that it's displayed right. The first, the information from the user, and the next block will be where do you live, and then you should have branches for each choice that you could have, and then you have your form on the bottom. I forgot to set up the branches and I had them in the wrong order. So once I have this fixed, we should see it working correctly now. We have not taken it. Fill it out. I'm off campus. And now you see it off campus. I should take this off, but this way we know we're off campus. And we got what we were expecting. So let's go on. And here's the form. That's where we wanted to see. And we have seen that it worked that way. Let's do it the second time. Whoops. We can't do it the second time. We have to go back to survey flow. And we have to set it up. In our authentication, we have to find, it's right here, testing. And we want to authenticate the email. I better make that cap just in case. And hit survey flow, publish. Now let's try it again. We have taken it before. So now it's wanting my address. We have a problem with our display. It skipped where it should display. So let's go back to the survey flow. So we're at the yes. It has to be something wrong with where do you live. I have to check into what I did wrong there. The problem I was having is I picked the wrong panel in the authenticate, so it did not pick the information I have in the panel. So I'm still looking for the panel that I set up, that I verified that has the information. So I will have to keep on looking. Okay, let's try it again. Now that we, whoops, data analysis, let's delete the one that I tried to set up. We want to delete. Okay, now let's try again to so you can see what it looks like the second time you go through the survey. Yes, I have taken it before. It's going to have me sign in. My email address. And here it's showing my name, my address that I put down. So I'm going to say it's correct. and then I see the farm again.